So this is the demo of Raspberry Pi hydrogen detector system. So the Pi board which you can see here, this is the one which will go near the UPS, which will have the sensor, and this is the breadboard. The demo I am using breadboard. Later on all these will be built on a PCB. So here you have this chip is the analog to digital converter, and here the sensor will go. Instead of sensor I am using a resistors now. So this LED here will glow when hydrogen is detected, and then we have another LED here. This LED will glow if the Raspberry Pi is disconnected from the network. So it is important that the network is always present in the Raspberry Pi, and the moment the network is not there, the alarms will not go to the other Raspberry Pi. So basically we have two Raspberry Pis here. One Raspberry Pi will be kept near the UPS with the sensor, and the second Raspberry Pi will be in the control room. Control room in the sense fire control room or security control room. So in any if this Pi detects any hydrogen presence or any heat presence, there will be alarms which will be given out. Right now I don't have a buzzer here, but I can wire up a buzzer also. So instead of buzzer I am using this green LED here. So in case hydrogen is detected, both this LED and this LED, that is the buzzer, and instead of buzzer I am keeping this green LED, will glow. And similarly this is the other Pi. This is the Pi which will be in the fire control room. Here also you can see the LEDs here. You can see one LED for database error and another LED is there for the hydrogen detection. Also you can see two switches here. These two switches are acknowledge and reset. That means if the alarm rings, there will also be a buzzer here. Right now I'm not get the buzzer here. So if the buzzer rings, the moment the buzzer rings, the person in the security control room can press the acknowledge button, and after the event is over he can press the reset button to check if the hydrogen is still there or all clear is there. So this is the basic setup. Now I will give you a demo. First I will give you a demo of the database error. Supposing the Pis are all connected, all network is all wired up, and suddenly the network disappears. So in this security control room as well as in the UPS room, this LED, database error LED, should glow. So as you can see, I have stopped my database. You can see the database stop command has been given. So once the stop command has been given, at my UPS side, this LED starts blinking, which indicates that the system is out of network connectivity. Now let us go and see at the security control room whether their LED is blinking or not. Yes, here also the LED is blinking, which means it is the Pi. This Pi is also not able to connect to the database. Alright, I have started the database now. Now this LED has stopped blinking, and here also it has stopped blinking. Next we will give a demo on hydrogen detection. Kindly note the if statement here. The if statement here, it shows the value greater than 50, the alarm should ring. So this is the value which is given by the sensor. If this value crosses the threshold of 50, the alarm should ring. Also the entries will go into the database. So I'll just show you the database. This is my database. So if I select any entry here, right now there are no entries here. So you can see 0 rows. So there are no entries here. Now So the program which is running inside both the Raspberry Pi, these program is running as a service there. So since I have made a change to the program, I have changed the value so that the entries go into the database. So what I did is I stopped that service. Now I'm going to start the service. The service is going to start, and since our value is within the threshold, the alarm should ring. So I'm starting it. Okay, after the service has been started, here you can see the hydrogen detection alarm has been rung, and here instead of a buzzer I have put a LED. This LED is also glowing. So instead of this LED we'll have a buzzer. The buzzer will sound. So we have a hydrogen detection event. And let me just see the database entries. So here you can see earlier when I had checked the database, there were no entries. I can see 0 rows written. Now I'll again check what are the entries which are coming inside this. Okay, so many entries have been created. So all the entries, the table will have an alarm ID, alarm date, alarm time, alarm type, which is whether it is a hydrogen alarm or a heat alarm or whatever alarm, and station ID. Station ID is, I have kept it as 01. This is station ID, I have kept it, supposing in future you have to replicate it to more units. So from which station that alarm has come, that also will be logged. We can also log the value of the alarm. Right now it's not logged, that also can be done. So you can see so many entries are there. So every 2 seconds the entries are populated. So total 51 rows have been populated. Set this. Now, since the entries are there inside this, we should also get an alarm in the remote station, that is at the security control room. So let us say if at the fire control room also alarm has come. Yes, here are the alarm has come. You can see the alarm LED glowing. The database LED is off. If I want to acknowledge the alarm, the operator has acknowledged the alarm, and if he presses reset, if the condition is still there, the LED glows again. If the condition is in the safe condition, pressing the reset will not glow the LED again. This is acknowledge, this is reset. Another feature is, suppose all the alarms have been cleared, all the hydrogen has been cleared. The alarm DET table should always have 0 entries. Means if hydrogen is detected, any entry which is coming due to the hydrogen will come into the alarm DET table. And once all the hydrogen has been cleared and the area is safe, so the hydrogen levels are low, all the entries should be copied from alarm DET table to another log table. It's called alarm log. So that demo we can see now. So now I'll say the conditions are all safe, and I start my this thing. So right now if you just see in the alarm DET table, you can see a lot of entries here. These are all the entries which have been created due to the event. So around 51 entries are there. Now I'll fire the service. So the service has been fired. This system is in the normal condition now. So there should not be any more entries in the alarm DET table. System has returned to the normal state. And now let us see where the alarm details have been copied from the alarm details table to the alarm log table. You can see the entire data from alarm detail has been flushed. Now it shows only 0 rows. You can just see alarm log now. So just go for alarm log. Right. Entire details from the alarm details has been copied to alarm log. So whatever alarms has been accumulated in the alarm detail has been copied to alarm log table. So this alarm log will always have the entries. So any historical data you can check when the alarms have come. Total 548 entries are there. Similarly, when the system has returned to normal, this hydrogen detection LED has been switched off at the UPS side. Let us see whether it has been switched off at the control room end. Yes, here also it is switched off. So this was the small demo of the project.